Hello to all my wonderful students. This is your Master GongSun. Welcome back to another episode of my Taoist Gods and Goddesses series, where I dissect and analyze every Taoist god and goddess in the enormous pantheon. Of course, remember that they are all divine manifestations of the Tao, so Taoism is not necessarily a polytheistic religion. Now, today we will begin with one of the loftiest figures in the Taoist pantheon, the Jade Emperor, right here, known in Mandarin Chinese as玉皇大帝, literally meaning the great emperor of Jade, the great Jade Emperor. Now, he is the most well-known of all the Taoist gods. There are many Taoist temples that are devoted entirely or exclusively to him. And because he is the king of heaven, just like the emperor of China is supposed to be king, or rather emperor or king of all China, the Jade Emperor is king of all heaven. This means that he dispenses justice, metes out punishments, and pronounces judgments. And as such, as an emperor, he is shown dressed in the emperor's robes. And he's depicted. Now, Chinese crowns, imperial crowns, have changed throughout the centuries, and he's depicted with a crown that is very reminiscent of the Han Dynasty emperors. This is around 200 AD to 200 BCE to 200 CE, so around the time of the maximum height and extent of the Roman emperor, or rather empire, the Roman Empire. And that is around contemporaneous with the Han Dynasty in China, another golden age of Chinese civilization. So there are many petitions addressed to him, and of course these are in Taoist temples throughout China and the Sinosphere. They range from seeking redress for injustice or preventing corruption and stuff like that. And we would actually call him Sangdi, meaning the heavenly emperor in the past. So in this case, he's kind of like the sky gods, like Zeus in Greek mythology, or see, this escapes me. What's the Jupiter? There we go. Jupiter in Roman mythology, in the Roman pantheon. So he is not only in charge of heaven, he is also supervising all the affairs of humanity. He is supposed to dispense fair and wise advice, and he can show unbelievable decency and kindness, but at the same time, he's also very just. So if you deserve to be punished, like he will punish you. And each god in the Taoist pantheon has a special day. So for him, it's the first moon, the 9th day of the first moon of the first month. So the 9th day of the Chinese calendar, the lunar calendar, 初九, the 9th day. And of course, he lives up high in the non-physical realms, one of the many realms of non-physical reality. And he has a court there, and he lives in a palace called the Purple Palace. It's called the Ziwei Gong in Mandarin. And he appoints all the officials in charge of various aspects. And there is literally a god or immortal or a official for every possible event in the human world. For example, there is a god for the kitchen. There is someone who's in charge of birthdays. So And you see all those courtiers here, right? I don't even know them all. And one of them is, see, this guy, the fierce-looking guy, ferocious guy, it looks like Yan Luo. And this I know is directly influenced by Hindu mythology called Rama. And Yan Luo Wang is someone who is essentially the equivalent, the Taoist equivalent of Hades. He judges your actions in the afterlife. Of course, in my lineage, the sweet divine Tao, I don't believe in judgment after death, right? But I need to, of course, tell you the official Taoist canon, and that's officially what that is. The rest, I have no idea who they are. I think these are the maidens that take care of his needs. His courtiers are, I can only identify one of them, actually. I believe some of them could be, see, like, it would be wrong to say San Qing, the three pure ones, because they are even loftier, that they are actually even above him. The three pure ones are the loftiest. They are the highest in the Taoist hierarchy. So I'm not sure, actually, who some of these are. But I recognize Yan Luo. And some of them are like, I know their names in Mandarin. I don't know what it's called in English, but there is some guy responsible for releasing thunder and lightning. There's like a thunder god. There is Langsen, right? And he's the one with the extra eye. So that might be him. A third eye on his forehead. These ghastly, grisly ones should be subordinates or underlings of Rama, which is the king of the underworld. And of course, the maidens take care of the Jade Emperor. We have gongs here. And of course, the wispy clouds, right? The clouds are always reminiscent of being up in the heavens. All right, so that was a quick look at the Jade Emperor, the Supreme Sky God. This has been your Master GongSun. As usual, keep living in alignment with the Tao.